All right, let's dive in. Today, we're going to break down a design principle that, honestly, solves a problem every single one of us has run into, whether we're telling a story, trying to nail a presentation, or just getting a point across with that professional touch.
You know that feeling, right? You build up to the big moment, the key insight, that one important detail, and it just sails right past them. It's so frustrating when your main point just gets completely lost in the telling.
And this is a huge idea. The breakdown in communication, it's often not about what you're saying, but how you're presenting it. This is true for absolutely everything, from a casual story to a high-stakes business proposal. So let's start with the why. Why do our messages sometimes just fall flat? And more importantly, how can one core design principle be the fix?
You know when your message doesn't land, the culprit is almost always a lack of emphasis. Without it, you're pretty much handing your audience a book with no chapter titles, no bolded words. Everything has the exact same weight, so nothing truly stands out. Your most important idea just gets lost in a sea of noise.
Okay, so let's get into the solution. It's all about consciously creating a path for your audience's attention, making their journey through your information totally effortless and, well, intentional.
So in short, emphasis is just the art of making certain parts of your message pop, on purpose. This isn't just about decoration, it's a strategic choice. It's at the very heart of professional design, making sure people see what matters most right away.
See, our brains are literally wired to find patterns, and emphasis gives us that pattern. Without it, our eyes don't know where to land, and our minds, which are naturally distractible, can get lost really easily. A strong visual hierarchy guides the viewer, and that turns potential confusion into crystal clarity, making your message way more memorable.
Now this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Look at the left side. It's a wall of text that makes your brain work overtime. Now look at the right. Your eye immediately snaps to the highlighted parts, right? Just a few simple changes in boldness and color create that mental shortcut we were talking about. The message is instantly clear.
So let's get to the how. It's time to build our practical toolkit. These are the core techniques that professional designers use all the time to control focus and guide the eye in any layout. Okay, first up, and it's one of the simplest yet most powerful tools, size. Bigger things naturally grab more attention. They feel more dominant. So by making your key message physically bigger, you're sending a signal about its importance that is impossible to ignore. Color is another amazing tool. A strategic pop of a bright or high-contrast color can make key information impossible to miss. It just pulls your eye in, especially against a more neutral background. It's basically an invitation to look right there. Now, don't underestimate the power of nothing. Seriously, white space, or what designers call negative space, it acts like a frame. By giving an element room to breathe, you separate it from all the visual clutter. You create an instant focal point and give the whole design a really clean, sophisticated feel.
And sometimes all you gotta do is break the pattern. Introduce something unexpected, a unique shape, a different texture, or a really eye-catching font. That's a fantastic way to command attention. Our eyes are just drawn to the one thing that doesn't quite fit in.
So here's the bottom line. These aren't just abstract ideas. They are powerful, practical tools in your professional design toolkit. You can use them on their own, or, for even more impact, combine them. A big, brightly colored button that's surrounded by lots of white space, that's a classic example of using multiple techniques to create one undeniable focal point.
So now, let's see where this all matters out in the real world. Because this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a fundamental principle that actually drives results across tons of professional fields. Think about it, from that Buy Now button that drives a sale to the one highlighted number in a financial report that reveals a huge trend, emphasis is what turns a static design into a dynamic, persuasive experience. It's the difference between an amateur-looking layout and a professional-grade design that just plain works. And this is probably the ultimate takeaway. Mastering emphasis isn't just about making things look good. It's about empathy. It's about anticipating what your audience needs to see and then guiding them there, making their journey through your information clear, easy, and really effective. Just think about that for a second. Answering that single question, that's the first and most important step to mastering the power of emphasis. If you can define your focal point, you'll know exactly how to tell your story so the punchline always lands.